Hi guys, welcome to my cookbook series. So for the first episode, I'm going to be showing you all how to make chocolate chip banana bread. This is all the ingredients that I used on the screen. Okay, the first step is to add in your bananas and then add 2 eggs. And you're supposed to mash the bananas before adding in the eggs, but I just did them both at the same time. It really doesn't matter what you do. You're also going to need to melt 1 stick of butter. You're going to need 1.5 cup of brown sugar and white sugar and add that into your banana mixture and also add in your melted butter. I forgot to mention, do not use a square bowl like I did, because when you're mixing all of it together, it will be so incredibly difficult to do, and I had to switch out for a round bowl. It was looking pretty weird after mixing, but I promise we fixed it. You're going to need 1.5 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Next, you're going to need 1 and 1.5 cup of flour, so you're adding flour twice. One is 1 full cup and one is like half of a cup. The next step is to just mix everything together, but you're going to see that I couldn't do that properly because the bowl I was using was way too small and I couldn't stir everything well, so I had to switch to a big round bowl. So if you're baking, don't use a square bowl or a rectangular bowl like I did, because it was literally pointless and a waste of time. Anyway, once I did that, the batter was finally starting to look much better with everything finally mixed in. Okay, next you're going to need to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and 1 tablespoon of almond extract. I didn't actually measure them though. I just poured it in the little thing that it came with, and I just eyeballed it, but don't add too much and don't add too little, basically. And then just mix everything in until it's absorbed in the batter. Also, make sure that your oven is preheating to 350 degrees before you even finish making the batter and everything. Now it's time for the chocolate chips. I added 1 whole cup in the batter, and then I'm going to add 1 1/4 cup on top of it when I put it inside the baking sheet. So these were frozen before they got put in here, so that's why they're not going to fully melt when you bake them. I use vegetable oil, but you can also put parchment paper to make sure that it's easy to take the bread out once it's finished baking. Now you're going to pour the batter into the pan, and you can add as much chocolate toppings as you'd like. Then I added 1/4 cup of chocolate on top. Once you're all done, it should look something like this, and when your oven's already been preheat to 350, then you can just add it in and let it bake. Unfortunately, I lost track of how long it took me to bake this exactly, but it was a little over 2 hours. I just kept checking on it and poking in a fork or a toothpick to see if the inside was cooked, and this is how it came out. You can kind of see the hole in the middle where I kept sticking random items inside to see if the batter was all good. When you take it out, it is still going to be very hot and the insides will still be cooking, so let it cool all the way down before you cut into it. Don't put it in the fridge. Let it get to room temperature before slicing it or taking it out of the pan. Because of the vegetable oil, I really didn't have any difficulties getting it out, and this is the final result. It came out perfect. It tasted so good, and I can't wait to make this again for my friends. Thank you for watching. Bye.